forget about that every fucking time.
Every single podcast, you guys can't hear it. Every single podcast, it says recording in progress when you press record. I hate it with a passion because you don't remember it, and then you start it, and then you hear recording in progress, and it throws
I can't
you off.
hear anymore.
Yeah, especially if your headphones are loud. But I also like it throws me off because I'm about to be like, hey, welcome back to the Mic Watch, and then I hear recording in progress, and I think I'm talking over it.
Right.
Which I am, but not for you guys. Welcome back to the Mic Watch. I'm your host, Mike. I'm here with Mike, and we're gonna talk about nothing. All right, guys, get ready. Get ready. I know you guys have been waiting for this. I know you guys have been waiting for this one.
You know what the best part is? This episode's still going to be 2 hours long, too.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like we'll talk about. We'll be like, yeah. So like, we didn't watch anything. There's nothing related to movies here, but we're somehow going to drag this out for 2.5 hours. Yeah, baby. Okay, so Loki. We'll talk about Loki. So me and Curtis talked about the first episode, so I don't want to talk about it again, to be honest, that much. So, what did you think of it?
I liked it a lot.
Great review, Mike. Thanks.
I mean,
thank you guys for watching the Mic Watch. That was it. Have a good night.
I mean, you know, we're still only a couple episodes deep, so we kind of saw what the Marvel shows tend to play out like after a few episodes. But so far, I'm really liking it. I think there's some good stuff in there, some good character stuff. I like the stuff. I think it's in the first episode where Loki's kind of looking into the future of how his life plays out.
Yeah, because you got to remember that's 2012 Loki.
Right. So like he doesn't know that, you know, his mom dies, his dad dies, and then
Thanos
he dies.
Thanos cracks his neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squishes his vertebrae. Right.
Yeah. So I mean, seeing that was pretty cool. Owen Wilson fits into the show kind of nicely, and I didn't think he would.
It works way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I honestly, when they casted him, I thought it was really weird, and I wasn't really sure about it.
It doesn't even, first of all, it doesn't even look like Owen Wilson.
I know, yeah.
I mean, his hair's gray.
Yeah.
And it has a crew cut.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen Owen Wilson like without, you know, the blonde hair.
That kind of shaggy fucking hair, and
like he looks like a Kevin. It feels like a Kevin Bacon character. Is what it feels.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
It feels like Kevin Bacon in like the past 10 years he's been doing movies. Is this exact character?
Kevin Bacon probably wouldn't have been a bad choice, but
yeah. You know what would have been good?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what would have been great in that role?
Who?
Francis McDouble.
Yes.
I could see that, dude.
That'd be sick.
Jack Nicholson. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome back to the Jack Nicholson Watch.
Loki. What are you doing?
Okay,
Anyways,
Jack Nicholson.
Clip it. Anyways, I'm really interested in this show. Like I'm very intrigued in what's going on with it.
Yeah, it's I feel like I'm a little bit more interested in this one than the other ones because
they're getting to it, dude. Like they're not playing with us right now. They're just getting to the story. It just keeps going.
And like right in the first episode, this is like, oh, this is how timelines work, and this is, you know, this whole multiverse thing.
Lots
and
of
these are the
fucking
and these are the time cops, and this is how it works. And
I'm still trying to piece it together, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just kind of figuring it out as it's going along.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad.
Yeah. But I'm liking it overall. I think so far for me, Falcon Winter Soldiers is the best one.
Yeah.
But I might have a different response.
I think Loki's gonna beat it.
I think so too. I don't want to get my hopes too high because we saw what that was worth in WandaVision.
Right, because yeah, exactly. I feel like I keep saying this for every single show that we watch. I'm like, oh, if it's going where I think it's going,
right,
it's gonna be great, and it's like, and then it doesn't. But I've noticed, and I'm gonna say this again, I've noticed that with these shows, they've taken a bolder stance with their cinematography.
Yeah.
And I know it's not that bold, and I know it's nothing experimental or crazy or beautiful or anything, but the lighting and color choices, like the palettes,
Yeah.
just some of the shots are like much more. It's vibrant.
Yeah.
It has an aesthetic. Like there's an actual, like some sort of craft to it,
Yeah.
and like
Definitely.
visual, just sense, and like
Yeah.
I've always felt like that's what MCU movies have missed is like
Mm.
a chance to play around with those, like those. I mean, if you look at again like Steve Ditko stuff, it's like it was like with Doctor Strange or even Spider Man, like it's just so much color
Right.
and like there's like a there's a drawing appeal to it when you look at those color palettes and the way everything looks. And
Yeah.
point being is it's I'm just really happy they're doing that, and I feel like even with the stories they're going a little bit less conventional, which is good
Yeah.
because they shouldn't be going with their conventional movie cookie cutter formula
Right.
because it wouldn't work in a 6 episode show. It really wouldn't. And we
Yeah.
know these characters too, so you don't really have to do much of the same. You can just
Yeah.
kind of do whatever you want and like let
Right.
the audience trust your audience to know what the character and understand it.
Right.
Like that first episode, if you've never seen a Marvel movie and you watch Loki the first episode and you see that scene when he's looking back at his future or looking into his future,
Yeah.
you're not going to get emotional.
Right.
You're not going to feel it because you didn't sit there and watch him get choked out in theaters by Thanos.
Right.
You didn't, because I mean, well, also there's that irony because you know something that he doesn't, and you're sitting
Right.
there and he's like, "Oh, my mom dies. Odin dies. Thor almost dies. Asgard gets destroyed. I
Yeah.
die." Like, I mean, you kind of just said that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's
But
interesting.
yeah, it's and I like not having to watch like an introductory plot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
something where we don't have to be introduced to the main character.
and that's where
And
most shows kind of. It's like either you get hooked or you don't. Is if that first episode is not good enough,
right.
because it always has to be that introduction, and if it's like
Right.
not good, then you kind of almost every show has a mediocre first episode.
Yeah. Exactly.
Every
And
every my both my favorite shows, the first episode is probably like one of my least favorite episodes is probably the first one.
yeah.
Just isn't just not all there.
Hmm. I feel like that's a case with like a lot of shows when you ask people about their favorite shows and they're like, "Oh, my favorite show is this," but it doesn't get good until after season 2. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of shows.
I feel like the only one that I could think of that got good pretty much right away was like Sopranos to me. I
Mm,
feel like uh it it pretty much just picks up after it's after the first episode. It really just gets like by episode 4 you're just all the way in it.
yeah.
You know? Episode 3 actually. But anyways, point being, and episode 2 was good. I the end battle thing, like where they're back in time, most of it felt kind of drawn out. To be honest, I felt like it was just dragging on a little, but it was good. I still thought it was solid. And that cop lady who like hates Loki was aggravating me the past 2 episodes. And like when she died, right? Yeah, she
Um,
gets offed.
I think
She got
so.
I remember,
Yeah.
yeah, she got offed. I was happy.
Yeah.
And it's not racist, dude, but I was happy. She was just annoying, like, and I think that was the point.
Yeah.
But it was just like she was like a mosquito, dude. I'm like, just get out of the scene.
Yeah, it's
And she
just
also wasn't good acting,
mm,
and that when I think that's it. So it tells you a lot about the show because when an okay performance feels like a really bad performance, that's because everything around it is like, kind of getting to that gold standard, and then you
right.
just have that like little tiny scratch, and you're like, get this fucking thing out of here.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
pushing me off. Take a fucking walk. But
Exactly.
and we love Tom Hiddleston, dude. We love Tom
Yeah.
Hiddleston.
I mean, it's I've said
He's
this
really hot.
before. Oh, definitely.
So
That's where that's where I was
why.
going with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I've said it probably a million times on this fucking podcast before. But Marvel, casting wise, with their heroes,
Mint.
yeah, I bet they really haven't missed.
Yeah.
Not that he's a hero, but he falls into that same.
Anti-hero.
Yeah.
At this point, he's an anti-hero. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they nailed it. He's great.
Always. Yeah. And he's funny. He's fun. I mean, he's like he's not. I'm not gonna act like he's like some actual like genius.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he's just great. He gets the job done. He's good. He's charismatic.
Yeah.
You know,
And a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the Marvel stuff, like I know a lot of times they try super hard to be funny, but that's a lot of times on the actors, because if your delivery is wrong or your timing is off,
yeah,
it can ruin the whole thing. But I feel like he doesn't really miss
ever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's true. So episode 3 so this is recorded Tuesday night, so that'll be out tomorrow night for us. This Wednesday thing is throwing me off.
It's weird.
Is there a reason why they're doing that?
I think because they're.
I've already asked you this.
Yeah, I think because one of the Star Wars shows comes out on for the Friday. I think it's like the Bad Batch or whatever.
Is that really
animated
why?
one. I think so.
Is that much? I guess that's a lot. Is that bigger than Loki?
I don't know, but I don't see the harm in putting them out on the same day.
It's the same audience for the most part.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, if you were a fan of both, like, and they came out on the same day, like for me, that would be sick. You could just binge 2
Dope
episodes. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Instead of waiting like 2 days in between. But
agreed. Agreed. Okay. Screw it, dude. What else? So you haven't really watched much, right? At all.
Yeah, not really a lot. Like,
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched anything since the last episode.
Yeah, I mean, like, shit's been on like here and there. Like, I think last week or a couple weeks ago, I watched Thor Ragnarok.
Great movie.
Yeah, honestly, I forgot how much I liked it.
I didn't realize how many haters it has. It has a lot of what does it do?
Oh,
do you hear that?
There we go. What?
You hear that?
What?
There's a beeping sound when I press the side key.
Oh,
you can't hear it. Anyways,
no, I didn't hear it.
I literally have ADHD. Anyways, yeah, I've noticed on Instagram when people post clips of that, there's people who say they love it, and then you get like you see it as surprising amount of people who don't like that movie.
That's kind of surprising.
It doesn't shock me either, because I feel like it's so left field for Marvel, that movie.
Yeah.
So, but not
most
really.
And most of that I feel like is Taika Waititi, because
his comedy.
Yeah, he doesn't really. It's great. I think he's really clever, but he doesn't really kind of fit the mold of the other kind of Marvel directors that have done those movies, and he's so different from the other ones.
Exactly.
But I feel like that's why that movie works so well, is because it's so different, especially from the first 2 Thor movies, which kind of suck.
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? Mike, what are your thoughts on anything else going on in the world right now?
Well,
playoffs.
Oh yeah, Stanley Cup playoff action.
Yeah, I know your Wizards are out, but no Wizards.
The Capitals.
Thinking of the basketball team.
You were close. It's the same owner.
Is it like Toronto, where like the one guy owns all of the Toronto teams?
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Richest guy ever. What's his name? Fucking Tannenbaum, the Toronto one.
Toronto, yeah, I think so.
I remember when he lifted the NBA championship, and I think he was the first guy to do it. Like, he was the first person to lift it when they won it, and I'm like, put that down. Put that down.
Yeah.
Give it to Kawhi Leonard, who got that for you.
Right.
You didn't do anything. You didn't. You did remotely nothing.
Yeah.
He makes you the money.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
makes you the money.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's
Yeah, man.
I didn't think the Habs would go this far. I said Leafs in 5. So
I had the Leafs in 5 also.
yeah,
Um,
not that I don't think the Habs were that bad. I just thought that it would be close, and it would just be close games where the Leafs it was either they win, it was close, or they thrash them like most of the
right,
season was.
right. The fact that they're this far is kind of astounding to me.
Definition of a dark
Um,
horse. Yeah.
yeah. Um, but hey, you know what? I'm rooting for them. I
As
think,
you should be.
yeah, I think if any player in the NHL deserves a Stanley Cup, it's Carey Price.
Totally
Um,
agreed. Literally a wall.
he's too good to not have one.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna do it this year, because it probably won't happen ever again. But
Which is completely true. Yeah.
yeah,
It's like when Iceland went to the quarterfinals or whatever in like the Euro Cup. Was it Euros
yeah.
or World Cup? And I was like,
Like, okay.
you'll never go this far again. Like their coach was literally a part-time dentist. Like was like a blue collar guy and was like, okay, I'm coaching Iceland at the Euros.
Yeah.
And who'd they knock out that tournament too? Everyone was like, oh, okay, well, there goes that team because Iceland, their population is like 2
Yeah, like
people.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay. I mean, I'm not comparing the Canadians to Iceland, but I am comparing the Canadians to Iceland.
Yeah, I mean, in the context of
I mean, before
how the playoffs turned out.
before the last 2 series,
Yeah.
um, there's a different look on every single player now. I feel like there's like a
Yeah.
different perception of them.
And like each
Caulfield,
kind of
Toffoli, Suzuki.
God, what a great fucking line
Caulfield's
that's been for them.
Gonna be like this guy's. I'm not sure if you were watching the game before we started recording, but gonna be a Hall of Famer, dude.
He's a fucking great
He's so
player.
nice. He's so nice. How old is he?
He's 20.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He's just getting started.
Hopefully, I mean, tears his ACL and then he's done. But
God,
I
can you
feel
imagine?
I was just talking with somebody about the NBA draft, and I feel like this is every draft where it's like, there's like you get a top, so you get a top 5 pick, top 4 pick.
Yeah.
There's like a 2 out of 10 chance where I feel like it'll actually ever amount to anything.
Yeah.
Like usually it's like they're good, they get injured, then they're a bust because they're so young and it's hard to recover. When you're young, you recover fast, but
right.
you start that injury proneness.
Yeah.
We're starting to see it with Zion a little bit, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're like McDavid, or they're like a Ben Simmons right now, who's just been like absolutely just every season just gets worse and worse. Not worse and worse, but disappoints more and more.
Right.
Anyways,
so what? The Habs took Caulfield 15th overall.
Yeah.
There were 14 other players picked before him in that draft, which is.
I mean, you look at the Raptors. The Raptors team is like, they don't have anybody in the first round, and like all like their starters were like second rounds, undrafted, players, and their development team is cracked.
Yeah.
Like taking just random guys and just turning them into starters is like
sick players. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been. It was talked about a lot when they won the chip, but it wasn't talked about enough. Where I felt like we're talking about how, like Van Fleet was like a whatever undrafted, and all that stuff, and Siakam was like second round or undrafted, came from the G League.
Yeah.
Point being was that development team was like one of the most amazing things in the past 10 years in Canadian sports. Is that development team?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, Islanders.
Fuck the Islanders, bro.
My friend bet. I forget how much he bet on the Islanders to go to the Cup to win. But it's a $7,000 payout though if he wins. And it was looking good for a second. Last night, not so much. Not so much last night. I don't think I've ever seen a game that was 8-0 in hockey.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah, sad, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Fucking New York Islanders.
I mean, go Tampa because fuck the Islanders, but
yeah, I agree. I like New York. every time there's like a sports team that I support, it's like my team, and then there's teams from
It's
New
like
York.
another team. Yeah.
Yeah, it's teams from New York. That's what I do. That's
Yeah.
how I base my support system off. It's like
Yeah.
my team, Canadian teams, teams from New York. Um. Anyways, point being, dude, I'm willing to put $100 on the Habs winning the cup just to get a decent, nice little. It's for me, it's like bad idea, but also they're not going to. I feel like I don't think they're going to win, but it's like you can't at this point. You can't count them out.
Yeah, you can't
You
even
seriously
like.
can't say no.
That's what I was saying the other night because it's like I've been saying every round, oh, they're not going to win this one. They're not going to. They can't win this. They can't beat the Leafs. They can't beat the Jets. They can't beat Vegas. And now
Right.
it's like every time they have
swept Winnipeg. It's like okay.
Yeah, like if I thought if they were gonna beat the Jets, it was gonna be at least a 6 or 7 game series.
I didn't think they were gonna beat the Jets.
Neither did I.
I was like, they're not beating the Jets, and then they swept them, and I'm like, okay, so who's playing, right? Like who's there? Because that wasn't the Habs apparently.
Right.
They just swept the Jets.
Now it's just the playoffs. So the fucking Habs are just going off.
Test Carey Price for steroids, please.
Fucking guy's insane.
Yeah, someone is a goalie in soccer. The idea that like a goalie is carrying a team to a championship is like insane.
Yeah.
It's like it's so fun to watch. And like everyone's a Carey Price fan. Like everybody he's like gotta be like one of the most likable players in like sports history, dude. Like he
definitely
doesn't complain, gets injured, comes back.
Yeah.
And then he sits there and he'll have like 4,000 saves in a game, shutout. And they'll interview him after and be like, "How's it feel to be carrying a team to the play, like into a championship?" And he's like, "It's fun." Like exactly how I just said it. Exactly how I just said it. Like it's fun.
Yeah, he's such a chill guy. Like
happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and even if you watch him in a game and he gives up 3 or 4 goals in a game, he still competes and he still gives his team a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, I saw when Fleury let in that second goal just 25 minutes ago.
Yeah,
it was like you looked at him and he just looked like he was. Like, it looks like he lost already. It looks like you lost the game. It's like
defeated.
I mean, especially when you're playing the Habs. Like that's one thing about the Habs too. These playoffs, they could be up 3-0 and they could be down, or the game could be tied in a matter of 10 minutes with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at any point, you should not be like celebrating.
Right.
With them, like you cannot. When they were up 2-0 against the Leafs, game 6 or 5.
It was game 5. Game 5. Yeah.
And they went to overtime.
Yeah.
But it should have just never gone to overtime. It should have been over in third.
Right.
But Leafs scored 2. It's like.
And you're back in it, right?
Yeah. There's only like 7 minutes left too. My buddy's like, "Oh, 2 minutes, 2 goals, 7, 8 minutes. It's like it's hard." I'm like, "Trust me, dude. Just wait. They're gonna tie it up.
Watch. Yeah.
It's gonna happen." I was just waiting for. I'm on my phone waiting for the goals. 1 goal. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's happening. Another goal. I'm like, dude, this is them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why I love, like, for me, even though like when my team goes out, it's like it's more fun to watch the games when you don't have a bias or like
less stressful.
Like
and disappointing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like when your team's out and you're just watching 2 teams just battle it out, you know what I mean? Like it's really fun watching not Tampa Bay and the fucking Islanders, but if it was like 2 decent teams going head to head, it's fun to watch.
It is. I mean, usually when my team gets out, I usually just kind of stop watching.
Yeah.
Like Raptors didn't make the playoffs this year, and I was like, I'm not really watching. I also kind of hate the NBA a little bit.
Yeah.
It pissed me off quite often.
Understandable.
Yeah, they're cucks. Anyways, I like Adam Silver, but he's a cuck. Point B, like if the Habs got booted in the first round or second round, I wouldn't have probably like watched any of the other games, and I've been kind of watching them a little bit just to see what's going on, to see what we're up against. Because it's, I mean, I thought Vegas was gonna go on like at least like 5 Like I thought it was 5. Like I didn't think it was gonna ever go to a game 5 where they're tied at 2.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like they didn't think that was gonna happen. Vegas
Mm-hmm.
is gross, dude.
Yeah.
And I think we're keeping them pretty much at bay. Especially like I swear to God, like the only guy I swear it's like Carey Price versus like Petrangelo. Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else working as hard as Petrangelo on that team right now.
Yeah. It's Vegas is deep, and they were talking about it the other night. They're like, "Oh, all their points are coming from their fucking defensemen." Yeah, well,
Yeah, dude.
can't
It's
win a
like,
fucking playoff series if your forwards aren't scoring the goals. You know what I mean? Like,
literally, you can't because well, I mean, Habs defense right now is like, I mean, even this game alone, like if you just look at this game, it's like you got to be doing better, dude.
yeah,
And this Habs team is young. I feel like is that just me?
they're pretty young.
Like you look at Suzuki and like Caulfield and like Toffoli,
Yeah.
it's like the guys who are not carrying. But
Yeah, Kakaniemi, like
yeah,
those
they're
guys are all.
young.
Their age comes mostly like their fourth line, like Corey Perry and like Eric Stahl, and like those guys are old. But
How old's Byron?
Paul Byron's up there too. He's got to be 30, mid-30s.
Is he alive?
He almost scored tonight.
Yeah, I know. I feel like when that I had a picture on my phone. I'm just gonna throw it up here just for a second because that picture makes you just fucking. I love it, dude. Makes me just.
All his goals in the playoffs too have been fucking breakaways because he's fast as fuck.
He's so good, dude. Like look at this guy, you know.
Oh, Jeff Petrie.
Like this picture. This is not Paul Byron, but still, but like this guy, you know. Like
possessed by a demon.
Imagine somebody looks at you and just like bloodshot eyes, you know.
The Conjuring 4 starring Jeff Petrie.
Dude, I'm not even a huge hockey person. I used to be. Back when I was like young, I got really into it, and then I got out of it. And I wish I didn't get out of it because it's a cool sport.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like most sports in the playoffs get entertaining for me.
Yeah,
I feel like I need there to be stakes.
Yeah,
I like stakes when I'm watching games, even when I'm a huge soccer person. I've always been a huge soccer person.
Yeah,
I can't really sit and watch like my favorite team go like play some, you know, like the 19th place team.
Right.
That's facing relegation. Like I'm just like,
yeah,
I can and I can like I'll support it obviously, but like I
Sure.
can't sit there. I'm gonna be on my phone.
Yeah.
Or we're watching a podcast or we're watching that.
Right.
I can't. But like Jays in the playoffs, watching every game. Habs in the playoffs, I'm watching every game. You know, like right now for the Euros. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm watching every game because there's stakes.
Yeah. And Italy's just dominating, and it's so fun to watch.
Are thrashing. Yeah. Mike, we're watching a game. I know you.
Yeah.
I know. Matt hates watching soccer. He hates watching everything else that isn't what he likes to watch. We're watching a game. Why? Because it's fun, dude. It's fun when there's stakes, and your team is winning. Because it's definitely intense. Also, it's knockouts.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, it's not a 7-game series.
Right.
And I hate when they have group stages. Soccer tournament, like World Cup or Euros. Screw the group stage. The group stage. It's stupid. I agree. I hate it. It's so stupid. Whatever. How many March Madness? What is it? Like 80, 82 colleges, whatever it is?
I think so.
Round robin. You lose, you're out.
Yeah,
that would be so much more entertaining than having a group stage.
Right.
You know, get like a whatever, like a pre-tournament, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like a month, like 2 months before, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Not even, because they're playing for their clubs during that. Never mind. I don't know, but group stage is good to get everybody warmed up.
Right.
I feel like, and then it goes to like round of 16, and it's like okay.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't been able to watch any of the games fully because I work every single time they play.
Yeah, and it's always like fucking right in the middle of the afternoon too.
Yeah, that's the thing with soccer is that you'll never see a game on at 7 unless you're watching MLS.
Yeah.
You'll never see a game on past 4. Like,
yeah, like
a lot Champions League game. No, they're at 2 or 3. 2 start at 2:45 most of those games. So yeah, you will never see a game start past like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
which is annoying. But I like it, dude. I don't mind it. I like I don't mind watching stuff during the day. I like the day.
Yeah.
I like the day. Okay, but we should though actually, because bro, I'm telling you, if it goes to the quarters, I think we'll watch it together. I think
Yeah,
we
sure.
should. We'll do that. We'll do that, and then we'll do
The Mike watch along.
yeah. We have to watch Unhinged. We
Oh
have, or we'll do the one with John Travolta, Limp Bizkit.
God.
Yeah.
The Fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
We have to do that, dude.
Good Christ.
I think we should we have a vote for that?
Sure.
Well, yeah, we should do. We'll do a vote.
We'll leave it up to you guys.
The four of you that watch, and two of them,
and it's gonna be a 50-50 split.
you know, one of them is we have four viewers. One of them is Nick Cavalieri. You guys cousins? Related? Not really. Cavalieri?
Not cousins, but
yeah, friends.
Been friends for
family friends. Yeah, I always forget you guys aren't actually cousins. Nick, and then his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then it's me.
Yeah.
And then one's you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally it.
We figured it out, dude. We figured it out. We get to the bottom of shit on this podcast.
We figured it out, dude. Clip it.
That's fucking hilarious.
I love it. Shout out to Nick and Grace, dude. Nick and Gracie. They're the goats. But yeah. Euro watch along?
Yeah.
it'll be a lot of silence, and then it'll just be me going, yeah.
What
soccer is. It's like what soccer is. It's like nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden everything's happening.
And then
everything's happening. But it's so nice to, because you were, when they won in 2006 for the World Cup, you were what? Dude, you would have been like 7 or 8, right?
Yeah, I was like 8.
Yeah,
maybe.
So you would have remembered it, unless you didn't watch it.
I remember the day. I don't remember
watching the game.
Yeah,
because everyone that day when they won, it was like everyone's at Clifton Hill and like honking their horns and driving around, and it's a big thing.
Was I at Club Italia that day, or was that for a World Cup?
Probably at the picnic, yeah. Because the picnic, they always do the picnic on. It's usually the finals are like that weekend.
Yeah,
they'll plan it around that weekend.
Right.
Because it's usually on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So they'll have that Sunday, and then they'll usually ask when the finals are, so they'll have like the finals on, which is a good idea. I wish they were having it this year, but
yeah,
just do it. Anyways, yeah, dude, I love the Euros, dude. So I love international tournaments. When it's international soccer, dude.
Yeah.
That was excluding the last 2 World Cups. I love it. It's
fun
the
to
stakes.
watch. Honestly,
it's the stakes.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you're especially watching Italy do good, dude. This is the best we've looked since 2006.
Yeah,
it's been 15 years almost, and like we've had 2012, we had a good squad going, but it was on the older side. It was like the 2006 leftovers plus some new guys.
Yeah.
And it's like that, and even that was good enough to get us to the finals, but Spain thrashed us, dude.
Yeah.
And then 2014 World Cup, didn't even make it out the group stage, didn't qualify for 2018, 2016 Euros.
That's fucked. We didn't even qualify that year.
Yeah, I cried.
Like, that's fucking insane.
Dude, it felt like someone died in my family. I was crying for days. And then Buffon retired as well. So Buffon
on top of it.
From international soccer. He retired, but from international soccer, he retired.
Yeah.
Because they didn't make the World Cup. And it's like the loss hurt because they didn't make the World Cup, but also
icing on the cake.
Buffon.
Right.
It was because it's they lost. They didn't qualify because it's why he retired from international soccer.
Right.
He was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna wait till the Euros." Or I'm not. He would have been playing. I mean, I think he still should have came to the tournament this year just because vet. He's the definition of having if you want that veteran role on the team.
Yeah.
Doesn't really play a lot. I mean, in hockey, I feel like everybody plays quite a bit because you have the line changes.
Yeah, depends on the guy.
You're playing every game. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely every game, but
yeah,
probably not as much ice time.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you look at if you look at a guy like Corey Perry on the Habs, well, I mean, that's probably a bad example. He probably gets a lot of ice time, but
he gets quite a bit of ice time.
But like, yeah, a lot of the older guys tend to get, maybe 7 or 8 minutes a game. Like, yeah, but they're good like locker room guys a lot of the time, right?
Exactly. Like they're
good guys.
You don't sign them for much.
Yeah,
they're just there because vet, and Buffon is like that guy you want. Like even for Juventus, like I swear he's half coach.
Yeah.
You cut to him, he's like standing up and he's like coaching. It's like,
yeah,
dude, you love it. You love to see it. It makes
really. If anybody's gonna tell you what to do, I feel should be him.
I feel like their goalie, has gotten better since he came back. Like since he left, they got a new goalie.
Yeah.
Went to Paris for a year. Why? Don't get it. Then came back.
Yeah.
And then I feel like he's gotten better, but I still think Buffon is better than their main goalie right now. It's fine. He's 40. He's 41.
Yeah.
He's 40. Dude, like at some point you have to stop playing. Because it's kind of annoying because I still think he's top 10.
Yeah.
In the world right now, top 3 of all time, and he's not 3 and he's not 2.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So narrows it down.
Right. But like right, and he's 41, dude. I think he's like 40. I think he's 42 actually. Yeah. Anyways, this is the
That's
Buffon
fucking
watch.
Insane.
Yeah, it is. I can't think like in hockey. Is that really a thing? Like 40-year-olds?
Usually, like when a hockey player gets into their late 30s, it's old.
Yeah.
Even if a guy like the oldest guy in the league this past year was Zdeno Chara, and he was 44.
Yeah, I forget how old Zdeno Chara is. Yeah.
And he fucking sucked, but that's not the point.
Right.
But it shows, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was on Washington this season, and he's slow as shit, can't keep up with the game because old man, get out of the league. But it's okay.
He's big, though.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, big guy.
He's a big boy. So it helped a little bit. No, he's
like
Czech Republic or Slovakia, or he's from some fucking place like that. I don't know. Slovakia, I think he is.
Who's in the Boston Bruins that's Italian? That I'm thinking of.
Were you thinking of Milan Lucic, like from back in the day?
No, dude. You know,
like currently,
well, maybe not like right now, but
there's a guy in Calgary. There's a guy in Calgary whose name is Mangiapane, so that's fun. Dude, I'm not even making that up. That's the best fucking part.
Mangiapane, you know.
Andrew Mangiapane.
What's the Habs score right now? 3-1 in the third. I'm telling you.
Oh, here we go.
3-1. Throw up the game right now? I'm just kidding.
The comeback is on.
We should just, man. I wish it wasn't laggy, because that'd be honestly really interesting to just have the game on. Like just Anyways, okay, Supergirl.
Oh yeah.
Flash. Ben Affleck isn't in the movie. He wasn't in any of the pictures.
Michael Keaton was, though. He looks dope.
Michael Keaton.
He just looks like such an old man now.
Yeah, good.
But he's great. I love him.
He's Michael Keaton, dude. You know what I mean?
The best.
I wish his headphones would work, though. That'd be nice.
Getting there?
There we go. Then it's out again.
Oh, excellent.
There we go. Okay. Anyways, Supergirl, though.
Yeah. Not a fan of the costume.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a set photo, and she was on fucking wires.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe it'll look better. I hope when the movie comes out, but maybe with a cape, maybe because there was no cape, it was throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely an unconventional suit for Superman.
Yeah.
Or super person.
Yeah.
They're all the same, those ones. Like,
yeah,
it's always the blue with the red tights, or the red, or whatever it is. Or her skirt usually. She didn't have a skirt, did she?
She didn't, but I think in the comics she does.
She does, yeah. Usually she has a skirt, which is just kind of like too obvious, but you know.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Just give her tights, but it's fine.
Yeah. But
It's okay.
I mean,
Why don't you just give fucking Superman cargo pants? You know what I mean? Like just give him cargo shorts. Just give him cargo shorts and a polo.
just
You know?
just Henry
Just
Cavill, and
dress
he's
him like
just
Adam.
wearing
Just dress him like Adam Sandler.
yeah, just
Blue and red.
a fucking a Boston Bruins jersey and fucking
Some and one shorts. You know, from
yeah,
Walmart.
yeah.
Dude, I gotta find that picture now. I'm gonna find a picture of Henry Cavill in cargo shorts. I'm gonna learn Photoshop just to make that picture.
What a Google search. Put that into Google Images, see what comes up. Henry Cavill in cargo shorts.
Do it right now, baby. Do it right now.
At first I thought because Andy Bucciati posted the picture of Supergirl's like logo or whatever, like the chest of her costume, right?
Yeah, her tits. Her tits. Yeah.
But I thought originally it was Superman, so I'm like, oh, he's getting a new look. And then those set photos came out, and I thought, oh, just kidding. This kind of sucks, actually. But
cargo shorts, thank you.
Cargo shirts.
You know.
Oh my God! Did you actually find one? Oh man! God, that's fucking funny.
Google, baby, Google. What else we got?
Oh fuck! Oh man, that fucking
get him in these, yeah, baby.
Jesus Christ,
dude, your dick isn't be hanging out, anyways.
Well, your cock and balls are literally out. Put them away, you know. But
balls,
okay,
you know. Oh.
There you go. Dude, that's what Superman should look like. That's what he should look like.
I could literally just, if I go in Photoshop right now and just color over those shorts, make them red.
Yeah. Done.
Love it.
Done.
Love it.
Make that fucking Superman's costume.
Are we gonna talk about the Blacklist?
The Blacklist.
Oh, Metallica's the Black Album cover album.
Oh.
Are we gonna talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, why isn't there Foo Fighters?
It's a good question.
Why isn't there Foo Fighters? Like why? Like why is and people they're asking like why is J Balvin, like why are these like Spanish hip hop artists on there?
Yeah.
Because they probably researched where their biggest fans are. Probably here, Brazil, and like, you know, there's probably a little Latin fans, which I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have a huge Latin fan base. Anyways,
those bands have like a lot of fans in like Puerto Rico and like fucking Brazil and like also, Argentina and like.
Also, big thing to note, people are like, I haven't seen people talk about this yet. 100%, I'm pretty sure of the funds or the profit is going to charity.
Yes.
Of that album, the cover album.
Right.
So, yeah, good. They get all the fans everywhere involved. Yeah. Good. Don't just get
exactly.
Like, you know, like I'm excited for the Phoebe Bridgers cover. I think she's doing nothing else matters like every other person.
Oh. You know, it would be so good. I bet.
There's a teaser trailer with like every cover song that I'm pretty sure is teased in it. Like there's like 10 seconds of it.
Yeah.
There's like you see like 5 seconds of hers, and it's like, you know, like it's Phoebe. It's exactly what you think a Phoebe Bridgers version of Nothing Else Matters would sound like. I think it's Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah.
Should have done. God, that failed us. Anyways, fine. That song is so underrated. Anyways, James Hetfield is disgusting at writing songs. Anyways, dude. Anyways, yeah. Disgusting. Anyways, every person on that album is covering Nothing Else Matters. Just call it the Nothing Else Matters cover album because that's what it is.
Yeah, it fucking seems like it, eh?
If you watch the trailer for like it's every other artist covering that song.
Yeah. You know what they should have done? The trailer should have just been the song and then have like the different versions like fill out.
They do that at the end.
Yeah, like
they kind of do that. They kind of do that in the like it'll be like it'll have like the Neptunes, which is Pharrell Williams and his I forget that guy's name was his partner in the Neptunes. Anyways, they they're just remixing Wherever I May Roam, which is interesting because they remixed Sympathy for the Devil. I think it was, yeah, and it's that, yeah, and it's just kind of like they just kind of spice it up a little bit. They make it a little bit weird, and I like it. The Miley Cyrus one, obviously, people have been waiting for because she covered Nothing Else Matters at a concert. Okay, so they released that song. They released two of them. They released some guy named Juanes did an Enter Sandman cover. Garbage. It's garbage. It just sounds like a Spanish guy with auto tune singing Enter Sandman. It's like no one wants to hear this except for Spanish people, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, Miley Cyrus's version of Nothing Else Matters, the studio version. I'll call it the studio version. Chad Smith, better than Lars Ulrich, and we see it on the song.
Chad Smith fucking rocks,
dude. His fills on the song is like it. But you know what's funny though? It made me think for a second because I don't know if I like it better. There's this thing where I was thinking it's kind of like Lars does kind of suck. But Lars like there's a Metallica's maybe the biggest band ever, and like he's the drummer for that
definitely
band.
one of them.
And he did the drums on those songs, and all of their songs.
Yeah.
All of their songs, except they never put out an album because there was a drummer before Lars. I'm pretty sure. No guitar. Yeah. No, there wasn't.
Not that was on an album, I don't think.
No, but I think it was James and Lars who started it. There was a guitarist before Dave Mustaine,
right?
Who didn't do an album. Anyways,
I saw this fucking guy at work today, and I wish I could have fucking got a picture of him. He fucking looked exactly like Dave Mustaine. I almost shit myself because I thought it was him. But it's okay. It's fine.
Hello, me. That was good. Damn. Anyways. David Ellefson? How do you say his last name? Bass player for Megadeth.
Couldn't tell you. I can tell you in 1 second.
Anyways, he's a pedophile. Anyways, he's a pedophile. You know, every time I listen to P Cells, I, do air bass, but I'm like, oh wait, pedophile bass.
David Ellefson.
Yeah, go to news. Go to news. See what pops up.
Dave Mustaine confirms David Ellefson will not appear on Megadeth's upcoming album.
Yeah, we'll keep research a little bit deeper into why though.
Oh God, sexual misconduct allegations.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to read that. Yep.
Habs won. There's a minute and a half left.
Let's fucking go.
It's still 3-1.
Go ahead, go baby.
Let's go, baby.
I'm a Habs fan now.
I love it. Anyways, this is what I'm talking about. The podcast goes on for this long, and it's talk about nothing. Yeah.
Bro, Rolling Stone posted David Ellefson, ex-Megadeth bassist, details revenge porn case and police report.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, he's weird, dude.
Hello, me. He looks like it. Look at him.
Yeah, I know, but, P Cells. I'll play 5 seconds of it because I don't get copyrighted. We will, dude.
I know. I know. Oh, that bass line fucking rocks.
Just that. Because we'll get copyrighted. P-Cells, but who's buying? P-Cells, but who's buying?
What a great line that is. That's so true.
Sexual misconduct sells, but who's buying? Anyways. Dave Mustard,
Dave Mustard.
Dave
Mustard. Looks like he's got issues, eh?
Dave
you look at him and he looks like he's
got issues, yeah. Ever, all the time. Yeah, literally ever since ever.
Yeah.
Every concert, he's like yelling at a fan, like calling them whores and shit. It's like, all right, dude. Hello, me. Anyways, um, so yeah, Italy's going all the way to the finals, and that's just a fact. If they get past, let's say if they get past the semis, they're in the finals. Duh.
Yeah.
But they're playing Austria in the round of 16, so I'm sure that will be hard. And
I
then
hope not.
no, it won't be. Austria's they have one good player, and he's like not that good anymore. Um, yeah, it's literally it. I mean, they made it to the round of 16, so maybe they're decent. But um, quarters, it might be England. It might be like one of those two. I don't know, but they'll probably meet France or Germany in the semis. Which those I have, if I were to bet money on who's going to win, it'd probably be either France or Germany.
Yeah.
But if Italy, I'm telling you, if Italy beats France or Germany, it's like they've already won.
Yeah.
They've
That's a
already
lock.
won. Yeah, like if you beat France or Germany, it's like I don't know who else is gonna, like who else is harder than them.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I feel like there's just, and you look at the way they're playing right now in the tournament, it's like and this is like any sport. I feel like this is what I think with the Habs right now. Is like, okay, so screw everything else that was preseason, league, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How are they playing right now?
Right.
It's like, who's harder than Italy, to be honest? The best team in the tournament right now. And that's just a fact.
Easily.
People like Turkey are going to be the underdogs of the tournament. Thrashed them 3-0.
Yeah.
Swiss thrashed them 3-0. Wales, they didn't even play their starters, really. They played mostly, it was mostly people who were playing on the bench.
Yep.
Bench player scored. They have depth, dude. That's the other thing, too, that I wrote an article about Italy today for OTL. And the thing that is most scary about them, to be honest, that's not English, anyways, is their depth.
Yeah.
Because when you start taking out the players who are scoring everything and all the assists and and they're even like, the other thing too was their defense. Like they're starting defenders when I think were playing that game. Maybe they had one or two that were starting, and they still got a shutout. Like they still had tight ass defense, and I'm like, oh, so it's all of them.
Yeah.
Throw anybody in there, and it's tight, dude.
Yeah.
So that's scary.
Yeah.
Because because like the thing with England, their team. I know you're not a soccer guy, and I'm going on for soccer, but the thing gives a fuck. Anyways,
I only watch soccer when it's these. This is the only time I actually care about it.
You really only have to watch it then, to be honest. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I was talking about the other day. Like I totally get. It's not. It's. I was saying this even before, but like it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Point being, England. They had like three injuries, I think, of like starters. Just like they played like mediocre teams, just squeaked out wins for those games.
Yeah.
Like just squeaked out a win for each game they played. And the starters came back. Two of them came back today. Just squeaked out a win against Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Who have actually a decent squad. It's actually not that bad, but they're very like they're like the least versatile team ever. They have like one good striker, and they just have a bunch of like okay players. Anyways.
Yeah.
Point being is these like when your team has depth in a tournament, in a short tournament, especially when this is a sped up tournament. It started on the 14th. It's ending on the 11th. It's not even a full 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is and they're traveling as well now. They're traveling across countries.
Yeah.
In Europe. They're not just going from Rome to Milan. They're going from Rome to Milan to Moscow to London to like, so they're traveling.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that will take energy out of players. That will make them tired. That will, you're talking about injury prone teams.
Yeah.
Especially the past year and a half because of COVID, they've been playing more frequently, and you've seen players like they're just hamstring injuries all the time. Every injury, ankle, rolling it, they're out for 3 weeks. It's like if your team isn't deep, also COVID protocols.
Right.
Someone tests positive for COVID.
Yeah.
Italy isn't out. They're not out. They just whoever tests negative is
Yeah.
playing. So let's say like their best striker, let's say their best 3 defenders all test positive.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried.
Mm.
I'm not. Like, that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
That's like, and that should be the same thing for any team. The same thing with the Raptors and their championship win. It was like their team was deep, and it showed because the Warriors had their 3 best players were injured pretty much.
Right. But
And,
that's what it's all about. Like, if you want a championship caliber team, you have to have guys, and that's in all sports. You have to have guys all the way down up and down the lineup who can get some points on the board. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, if you can't, then it's. I mean, you can depend on players. You can because
sure, yeah.
In the case where in best case scenario, everyone's healthy, they're healthy, they're doing their job, and then it's fine.
Right.
But for a team like the Brooklyn Nets, I'm gonna give you some basketball references. For a team like the Brooklyn Nets, they built a super team, disgusting team. Literally 5 of the best players like in the top 20 of the past 10 years on a starting lineup.
Yeah.
Second round exit because they weren't really showing up as much in the games, and then they had nobody supporting their best player who was going for like a 40-point triple-double every game. Disgusting.
Yeah.
And then you have a second round exit team for a fucking team that had James Harden, Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Who else? Steve Nash coaching. Like, I mean, like it was a super team.
Yeah.
Definition of one.
And well, that's the thing, because if you're one of those teams where you only have a couple of guys that you rely on, and then when they're not going, you're fucked. Like, if you don't have the depth to back it up and to support those guys, you're not going anywhere.
Exactly. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but I mean, yeah, it's we've seen it. Like, we've seen it before with teams, especially in basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of seeing it with the Canadian. I mean, I won't say the Carey Price
you
is carrying.
You are. Yeah.
He's carrying, but he's not.
No, but also
they're scoring. That's the thing. They're scoring.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like with the Habs, like you can say, yeah, I mean, their price is the reason they're where they are right now for sure.
Yeah.
But you also need the goals to win you the games, and those goals are coming from guys all throughout the lineup.
Yeah, Carey Price isn't scoring goals. That's the thing.
Right.
They have to win.
Yeah, like and like you're getting goals from your Caulfields, your Suzuki's, but you're also getting them from Corey Perry, Joel Armia, like
Toffoli.
Yeah, and like, you know what I mean? They're coming from almost everybody except the defense.
On every line too. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll wrap it up with Italy. Their one goal they scored. I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
I don't know where he comes. Who is this guy? Scored. Good goal too. And they could have won that game like 4-0.
Yeah.
But they're just, they're not consistent scorers that played, but they're still creating chances.
Yeah.
Which is good. Especially when that was that was most of their first full games in like a month.
Yeah.
Let me see. Italy. I want to see who scored. I don't even know this guy's fucking name.
Matteo Pessina.
Yeah. Who is this guy?
Bro, these fucking names sound like they're made up. It's so fucking funny.
The Italian ones?
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
So fucking funny.
He also got a yellow card the game. I love it, dude. I fucking love it. Best player.
Oh, Giovanni Di Lorenzo, you know?
Plays for Atalanta. What does he do? In the Serie A, he had 2 goals, in 28 matches, 2 goals, 2 assists. Is that am I looking at the right stats? Yeah, Serie A. He had 65 touches a match.
Yeah.
84% pass accuracy, which is pretty good. Dude, like 2 goals and 2 assists. What is he? He's a midfielder. I mean, who's this guy? He scores a goal for Italy. Yeah. When they had all these players on. Yeah, he had 7,000 votes for best player, which he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
On this app, shouldn't have. Marco Verratti came back from injury, and was stunting. He was stunting on these guys, and he came back from injury. Anyways, what else we got, dude? We got like nothing else really to talk about. Like we'll get anybody who actually wants to hear us talk about new movies. We will. We just
when
want
they fucking start coming out.
also, hey, in Ontario, we're not like no one here watches this from the States, but in the States, open up theaters are open up there pretty much, which is why all the releases are coming out now.
Right.
Is because everything's opening up there, like literally everything. Also, if you're noticing that every other artist is announcing a tour, it's because of that.
Yep.
They're just randomly just posting all these dates now, and it's because, and that's why I think you have, we should have already gotten like a few albums from certain people by now, and they're just starting to do the dropouts. Like J. Cole just dropped his. Drake hasn't dropped his yet. Tyler's dropping his now. Lana Del Rey, Lord, all these people who were probably going to drop last year.
John Mayer's putting one out in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think that wasn't a coincidence that it was supposed to come out in April, but it's coming out now.
Yeah. John Mayer's been sitting on his for a long time too.
I feel like whatever he was sitting on before he scrapped. Because this sound,
right.
I think this sound was something that was more recent that he was coming out with. And I love it.
He also, does do that.
Is Last Train Home is that a sequel to Southwest Train? Is that what it is?
It kind of seems like it.
That whole train metaphor is it getting old? Is it not? Is it? I mean, fire.
I can listen to John Mayer sing about fucking trains.
Also, he sounds like Toto. Africa came on at work the other day, and I thought for about 0.8 seconds that it was Last Train Home.
Yeah.
It's the same. Not the same.
Definitely Toto vibes.
He's getting the 80s like
that 80s synth shit.
Yeah,
you know?
and I'm fucking here for it, dude, because love isn't always on time. So catchy, dude.
Yeah.
What's that one Van Halen song? Jump,
yeah. Like greatest fucking keyboard riffs of all time. But the song literally is telling somebody to jump off a fucking ledge and kill themselves. But it's okay. Nobody really pays attention to that because it's really catchy.
Yeah, it's the happiest song ever in terms of like instrumental.
Yep.
And then like lyrics are a little bit,
And he's basically like, might as well jump.
It's that one meme with Hank from Breaking Bad where he's like smiling that he's not.
Yeah.
That's that song.
Yeah.
That's that song. That song is so 80s though.
Oh, definitely.
So definitely 80s. Like Dr. Feelgood too.
Yeah, Motley Crue.
Every time I hear that song, I'm like, oh my god, it's so 80s, dude.
Just the fucking reverb and like just massive drums.
Vince Neil now, dude. Vince Neil now.
He fucking sucks,
dude. He's canceling his tour or whatever with Motley Crue.
I don't blame him.
Weren't they? Didn't he just like cancel? Like they performed like a couple shows and he canceling the rest of the tour.
Yeah, he was supposed.
Just get Rob Zombie, dude.
He was supposed to do like a mini tour, like solo, and then they're supposed to do the stadium tour with Def Leppard. And, yeah.
So 80s.
They haven't canceled that yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
If they drop off that, yeah. I mean,
even if they drop off, you're still going to see Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett. You know what I mean? Like you're still on a stacked bill.
Are they? But are they really good performers right now? Joan Jett's
still pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, she's still doing it good.
Poison, I'm not too sure about because nobody gave a shit about them since 1987. But
yeah, to be honest, I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, let's not kid ourselves here.
Yeah, but I mean, Def Leppard's a great show too. Wow.
I haven't seen them. Or really, I don't even really heard much from Def Leppard. Like I've heard like the hits, but I haven't gone deep enough into the catalog to really have an opinion on them.
Yeah,
it's not really for me though. Hair metal's never really been for me.
Yeah, they kind of fell into that, like in the late '80s.
I think all those bands kind of doing that in the late '80s.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I don't want to say I don't think grunge killed hair metal. I think hair metal killed hair metal.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't think it was ever really going to be. I don't think it was ever going to really have a long life expectancy.
Have any genres really had a lot, like actual subgenres had a long, like especially in rock?
Not a lot.
It really is every decade. It kind of just changes. I feel like.
Yeah, it's. And you can see it like through. you know, even back in the 50s to, you know, the early 2000s, like how different like rock music was. You know what I mean? Like in the 50s, you're looking at Elvis Presley and then
Linkin Park.
And Chuck Berry, and then now all of a sudden you're looking at, you know, in the early 2000s, you're looking at fucking Creed.
Hey, listen, hold on a second. Fucking, shut up. There we go. Scott Stapp.
Yep.
His TikTok, dude. On TikTok, dude. My eyes.
Fucking excellent. You know.
Never mind.
It's kind of crazy how, even just from
sounds good, dude.
Yeah, he sounds great.
When I just had.
It's kind of crazy from like just from the 80s to the 90s, how different. Like it's night and day. Like in the 80s, you're listening to Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, you know, and then the 90s.
Like, okay, this is the comparison. Jump.
Yeah.
Rate Me.
Yeah, right. Nirvana, like
like Jump.
Totally.
Like Africa. Floyd the Barber. Like, fucking. I don't know. It was Hall & Oates 80s or 70s?
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, Hall & Oates.
Like maybe 70s and 80s, but
bro, Sarah Smile is maybe like top 5 things ever. Like top 5 things ever. So it's like it's like Espresso, Shitting Naked, Sarah Smile.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, like freezies at halftime during soccer games or like any sport outside or like track and field. And then like number 5 is like I don't know, like Paul Walker's Cars. That's that one he has, dude. That orange one that just sold for $500K or whatever.
That's fucked.
Oh, what the fuck? Which car is that, dude? Oh my god. Don't know. Anyways, so for 500K, dude. So for 500K. So for 500K. I mean, there's a lot of money. Also, wrapped his car around a tree. Anyways, went kablooey. Literally, imagine being the guy from Fast and Furious dying in a car accident. Yeah. Supposed to die of a heart attack or something like that, not like a car accident. Like, imagine if like, I don't know, Mark Ruffalo died in a lab experiment. I don't know. I'm trying to think of super like I don't know if like Paul Rudd gets like just like killed by an ant, you know?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck gets like demolished by bats. It's like the one thing, dude.
Yeah.
That you can't die from.
Right.
Because you're that guy. You died from. Shame on you. No, I'm kidding. Paul Walker, dude, rest in peace. Anyways, guys. I think we'll end it there, dude.
That's a good idea.
Anyways, this is the Creed Watch. Thank you for listening. Follow us on everything. Good night.